There is a reason why your manifestations are not working, and it's not what you think. Let's talk about it.
Are you ready to shine? Come on, it's the shiny one.
You got this. My dear shiny mind, you who's watching, may I invite you to hit that subscribe button? This way, you and I are going to become partners in shine and elevate the consciousness in the world. Thank you so much in advance, and I'll see you inside. Welcome to the Shiny Minds Show with Dr. Shiny. Today, I am coming to you with a super hot topic, manifestation, and how you can manifest and why you are not able to manifest yet. There is a scientific reason. There is a very solid reason why your dreams, your visions, your vision board items are not manifesting in your 3D reality yet. And I would like to break it down to you. As I go around talking about how I manifest things, including my presidential suite when I went to Dr. Joe Dispenza's 1-week retreat in Marco Island and a conversation with him, and my own chair and incredible people got curious and then they started asking as I have conversations with my friends and with my colleagues, and people around me started asking me, Shiny, how do you manifest so easily? And I started thinking about it, and then I decided to create this episode for you, for those of you, my dear shiny minds, who are not able to manifest their reality yet. In order to create and manifest your reality in the way that you wish to have, certain things must happen. And I am going to break it down to you. Number one, the first thing that has to happen is your nervous system reset. You cannot live on fight, flight, freeze, fall, amygdala, nervous system reality and react to life and then expect life to respond to you. First, you need to be able to regulate your own nervous system because it is like your iPhone's operating system. Your iPhone, we just got an upgrade, right? Now we have a whole new look. Like the apps look different, your phone looks different. There is this upgrade to the operational systems that we have in the world. But if your nervous system, if your operating system stays the same, how do you expect you as the living being, as the mechanism, to manifest the reality that you carry in your mind, in your heart, to manifest itself in your 3D everyday life? It's just not going to happen because there is a mismatch. There's a misalignment. And as long as there is misalignment, as long as you have the nervous system problem, the self-regulation problem, you won't be able to manifest. That's it. The science behind it is your biology multiplied by quantum physics. Your neuroscience, your neurobiology applied into quantum reality is what's really going on that you need to understand. So let's start with the neurobiology, the neuroscience portion of your nervous system. So in your brain, there is a part which is called amygdala. So you have two of those in both parts of your brain, your left part and then your right part. So your amygdala is responsible for your survival, mostly survival of your physical vessel, your body, which includes everything that you carry in your body. And here is the kick. If you programmed yourself thinking and believing in the false belief that your physical body, your physical vessel is who you are, that's where the problem is, because you are not your physical body. Your physical body is what you drive. It really is a vessel. It really is a car. You are not flesh. You are not this face or these nails or these arms or legs. You are living in that body. You do not have a soul. You are a soul who has a body. That's the incredibly important distinction that you must understand before you manifest anything, because you can't manifest things if you are unable to understand who is the one manifesting. Your body is not the one manifesting. Your soul, your core, your essence is the one manifesting. Your body needs to follow that soul essence, that abstract, that energy frequency, that emotion, that feeling. Okay. You cannot think your way and call it a manifestation. You cannot create a vision board and make it look pretty and colorful and fancy and just pretend that they are going to manifest in your reality. They will not. What you're missing is the feeling. If you are not creating emotion, which is energy in motion, so now we are stepping into the realm of quantum physics, what Einstein created in the formula E equals mc squared, the E is the energy, right? When the energy is at the speed of light, that's where the vacuum happens. That's where the manifestation happens. When you are able to understand, you do have something even faster than speed of light inside of you, which is your soul, literally spinning and going around faster than the speed of light. That is the part, that is the spark, that is the energy that you carry inside of yourself, which is called your soul essence. That soul essence is what carries the emotion, what carries the energy. Energy is the speed of light, but speed of light is actually not faster than consciousness, and consciousness is who you are. Your soul is all about consciousness, and the consciousness of the universe is no different than the consciousness of you experiencing itself through you, through your hands, through your mouth, your voice, your eyes. The consciousness is looking at life through your eyes. The consciousness is creating itself through your filters, through who you are. And this is exactly what I wrote in my dissertation papers. Both of them, actually. I wrote 2 doctorate dissertations as I was studying the science of consciousness and the metaphysical psychology of consciousness and human behaviors. That's what I realized. The whole universe is nothing but consciousness. Science has proven it. And then I included those scientific findings in my dissertation papers. And I am telling you, this whole thin air is not thin air. It is consciousness creating magic, creating reality, manifesting itself through you. You are a manifestation of the consciousness. You are a manifestation of the universe. And so, if you look at yourself as a universe, everything that you experience becomes your manifestation of your universe. My universe creates different realities and it manifests different experiences. We all come together and then we become one as the collective consciousness. And that's how the universal consciousness experiences itself through all of us. That is the concept of oneness. I know it might be a little bit too big of a concept in my language, galactic, but I'm telling you, this is it. This is the reality. This is the real reality. And if you are not at this level just yet, you might be suffering from not experiencing your thoughts, your visions in your 3D reality, because your thoughts are abstract, your wishes are abstract forms. They are in another dimensional reality. They are not in the 3D reality. Do you understand? You have a mental body, you have an emotional body on top of this physical body. And when you are unable to match and align the frequencies of your mental and emotional bodies with your physical body, there goes the misalignment. There goes the experience of, oh, why am I not able to manifest? Because you are not aligned. Because You want to live like a queen. You want to live like a highly elevated soul in high level dimensions, whereas your 3D dimension, your 3D reality is stuck in amygdala. And amygdala is the physical form, what I call the matrix. Whatever matrix is, it is actually the physical form, the physical reality. When you are able to work with abstract forms, energies, and frequencies, and align your feelings with your thoughts, that's why manifestation is also correlating to meditation, most of the time. So that's also the reason why it's all abstract. It's all mental and emotional, nothing physical about manifestation. The only thing that becomes physical is after the fact. When you have the feeling, when you follow the feeling, and when you do what the feeling requires you to do, then you manifest. I'll give you an example. I have a lot of people around me that I see, they so want to create the reality, but they don't do the work. What is the work? Alignment. If alignment is missing, if the nervous system is shouting, I am unsafe, I have anxiety, I am worried that I won't get what I want. What is that frequency? It's fear. When you are overpowered by the frequency of fear, fear is density. Fear is what amygdala is responsible for. So if you are stuck in amygdala's fear management system in your body, no wonder why you are not able to manifest. You are doing everything and then you are thinking the thoughts, you have the mindset, you know what to do, but your body is not in alignment with your brain, with your thoughts, with your desires, with your vision. See what I'm saying? You need to have a nervous system reset. And that's why I keep talking about Neuro-Shine Technology as the new human operating system. That is the nervous system reset that you need. You need to first understand the system, how the brain works, right? How your nervous system puts you in fight or flight mode, where you are the reactor to life, when you are not the creator of life, when you are the victim of life, when you are not the sovereign creator, the sovereign leader of your own life, then that's where it all begins. If you are the victim, if you are the reactor of life, you cannot expect to become the creator, the sovereign leader of your life, because fear is dominating you. The fear is overpowering you and then making you feel stuck in your comfort zone. You are trying to chase the next best thing. You are going after that crazy hustle, that crazy thing that you want, but it is killing you inside. It's eating your energy. It's sucking the life out of you. And then I can break it down to you with numerical numbers. I really can. Did you know that your body has a numerical number to stay healthy in terms of its frequency? Fear is only 100 hertz. This is David Hawkins' scale of consciousness. It's not like the theta brain waves or the beta brain waves that are measured by cycles per second. These are by the power of to the 10th. Like 10 to the power of 100 is the measurement of fear frequency in your body. That's what it radiates, right? It's just low, dense, kind of like making you feel constricted. Okay. Whereas love, which is 500 hertz, again, they are measured in hertz, but they are not cycles per second like the brain waves. They are 10 to the power of 500. They are totally different electromagnetic field measurements. Okay. Those are different than what we measure in EEGs or the brain waves. So there is a very big distinction that I want to make. If you are unaware, please know they are very different measurement styles that I also realized as I was studying. And I believe it's super important for anyone to know and to stay healthy. Again, These are all different measurements. Did you know that your body also has a frequency that needs to stay alive? And that is called a megahertz, million cycles per second. This measurement was done years ago by Bruce Tainio. And this gentleman was researching and found out about the health about human system when your body is vibrating between 62 to 78 megahertz, million cycles per second, which means you have a super healthy body, which vibrates and radiates with vitality, right? You have high energy, super high energy, 62 to 78 megahertz. What happens when it goes below 62? Well, as you can imagine, around 58 megahertz is where you are open to outside influences like lower energies, and you have symptoms to get a flu. You can literally get cold and get viruses when you go below 58. And when you are below 58, it really starts affecting your nervous system. And plus the fight flight response, it takes a lot of energy. So no wonder people and their energy that we call toxic energy is really toxic, because it really takes out of your health, your vitality. We can actually measure it. And I am working on it. I am so working on it. I'm going to come to you with more solid research in my upcoming episodes. But so far, just know that you do not want to go below 58 millions of cycles per second in your body. And then there are ways to measure that. Yes, but I'm not going to go into it. I just wanted to give you this information because I believe it's completely missed. I've never heard it from anywhere else. This came up from my conversations with Gemini. I was literally asking about the food that I eat because I am absolutely obsessed with the cleanest food that I take to my goddess body. And then I was having a conversation with Gemini, and then I was asking, oh, how did I manifest the best body? How did I create that? And as I was talking about the energy, the frequency of the food intakes, it just happens that there's actually a research, which was never thought. Like it was never taught to us, right? You didn't know anything about it, right? So, my pleasure. I want you to know. I want you to know that you have a baseline. If you drop below 62, it's danger zone. Then you are prone to other people's opinions, other people's energies, other people's frequencies that are going to drag you and then drain you. And that is the energy that you need for your organs to work, for your organs and cells to vibrate, right? So that's the millions of seconds. Like, what is vibrating? Millions of cycles per second. What is that? Your cells. Your cells are made up of atoms, and inside the atoms you have electrons which are vibrating, and that is literally the measurement of your vitality. How high you vibrate, how high is your frequency. Do you understand that? That's literally the science behind it. And that is quantum physics part of it, right? So then let's get back to neuroscience. The neuroscience is basically what is going on in your brain. And we do have a measurement for that as well. If you are running around trying to do things, anxious about your checklists and to-dos and your emails and tasks, and frantic about your life, and you don't even have your life, your weekends, yourself regulated, no wonder why you are running in high beta. And high beta is super high frequency. You can even go around 30 to even like 40 cycles per second, which is a lot. It's so much. Did you know that a healthy brain scan is where you are in mid alpha or low alpha, you can go around like 8 to 15 cycles per second. It's just like joyful, which is super relaxed, and you are in this beautiful mode that is open, receptive, and at the same time regulated. So you do not really spend a lot of time and spinning in your neurons. You then instead focus on your organs. So the energy is spent in your organs. The cells vibrate millions and millions cycles per second because they all require energy, right? It's the energy management. It's all about energy management. And that's why I'm very, very determined to break it down in terms of numerical numbers so that I can bring to you the real science behind all of these terminology that you keep hearing, right? What does that mean? Fight or flight? What does that mean? Nervous system reset? Like, how does it look like when you are to measure it, right? So here it is. It's the first time ever I am sharing this information, by the way. And it is my absolute joy to share this information with you because I wished I learned it somewhere. It's my own research with AI, literally. It's the latest research that I have gathered from AI. I'm telling you, it's the next level stuff that we need to know. Your cycles per second when you are in your brain waves, what we can measure with your brain, and your own bodily frequency that can be measured by Bruce Tanio's work, which is millions of cycles per second, right? That is your frequency. So again, if you are high on beta, especially like high beta, can take you from like 30 to 40 cycles per second. That's a lot. It's like always on a treadmill in your brain. So no wonder you feel exhausted, right? You want to just stop it. You want to just make it, okay, relax. When you are relaxed, you lower your brain waves down to somewhere between 8 to 15, 10 to 15, which is alpha, right? Alpha is an incredibly beautiful, delicious state of mind. You can learn, but you're still active. And then when you are below that, you go to theta, which is around 8 and below, then you are in a very, very different realm of reality. You are in between dimensions. You are drowsy and you're about to sleep, but not really. So you can actually gather information and receive downloads from other dimensions. That is the reality. That's the real science right now. So, what did we discuss? We are discussing the science behind manifestation and why your manifestations are not working. So, do you understand that your brain and your body, they all consume energy and they all emit energy and radiate energy? When you are in a frequency that is fight and flight, meaning high beta, around 25, 30, or even 40 cycles per second running a treadmill in your brain, that is consuming a lot of energy, and your amygdala is always active, and you always are overpowered by the fear. There's always fear when you're in high beta. I mean, it's too big to generalize like that. Mostly, most of the time, if you are on high beta, just know that you are running on fight and flight nervous system hijack. Okay. And that creates victim mentality. And this fight or flight hijacking nervous system operating system error is what is making you make stupid decisions. I never call anyone stupid. I'm calling the decision as a stupid decision, a behavior as a stupid behavior. A thing that you do can be stupid, perhaps, right? But you are never, because that's not your fault. It's the default. It's the human operating system default that we are born into in this reality. That is the 3D reality. That is the matrix reality. And that's why I need you to wake up. I need you to understand the mechanics behind what is going on with your manifestations. Why are you not able to manifest? Because you are still running on matrix operating system. We need to rewire your entire nervous system, your entire operating system with our Neuro-Shine Technology new human operating system, which I called NSTOS. Okay, this is the new terminology right now. We're going to install that to you. That way, you're going to learn what happens when you are in the victim mentality. What are the symptoms? How you can spot them, how you can become aware of them, and then how you can become free of the matrix, of the fear, of the nervous system hijacking, and then you can overpower the matrix with your awareness, with your sovereign choices, with the power that you feel inside. That's the goal. That is when you will be able to align your brain and your heart. We also use heart science from the HeartMath Institute. And then with that coherence, you are going to understand, oh, when I tap into high frequency emotions like love and gratitude, then I will be able to align. And that's when I can manifest beautiful things. So that's what I was doing. I was naturally in the coherence because I have the Inner Balance app that I got from the HeartMath Institute a decade ago. And then I have always been measuring myself when I am in the meditative zone, when I feel grateful. I was able to install Neuro-Shine Technology first myself, and then I was able to receive the results. And that's how I can tell you that I can bring you the same results. And I'm telling you, when you have a full cycle of coherence, which is absolutely a HeartMath Institute level, when you are at that level of like 5.6 level of coherence, which according to Heart Science, HeartMath Institute, a level of 3 coherence is amazing. My results are like around 5 sometimes. And when you're in that kind of coherence, when you are brain and heart aligned, that's when you can manifest your reality. That's when you can live in a frequency of joy and peace and enlightenment. And that is my goal with my Neuro-Shine technology. I hope I am able to explain the mechanics of everything that I want you to experience, because that's how you're going to be able to manifest everything that you want and even beyond what you want that you didn't know that you wanted. But life is rewarding you with the work that you do, because now you're out of the matrix. You took the red pill and you actually got out of the fear. But it's hard. I gotta tell you, it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Majority of the people will still not do it. I know it. I have gone through difficulty, hardship. I have gone through tough times. That's what made me strong. Do you understand? That's what made me strong. And I want you to be strong. There is no way out. The only way is through. You have to go through the fear, feel it, transmute it, alchemize it, and go to the other side. When you're on the other side of fear, you're also on the other side of the matrix, and that's when you manifest. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in one of our programs to get you out of the matrix so that we can manifest magic together. Until next time, keep shining your light.
Go galactic.
Go galactic. Go galactic.
Then you're in the right place. Let's go, let's go.